Okay, I've been saying I was going to do this, and now we are finally here. I have my huge fall haul video ready for you now. Okay, so we're going to do fashion. We are going to do jewelry, a few shoes in there, and fingernail polish. This is like the one time of year that I actually wear fingernail polish. And we are also going to do a little bit of makeup. We've already done a lot of makeup in the last few weeks, but I do have a few things to add. I just ordered a whole bunch of indie brand, beautiful fall themed kind of eyeshadows, and yeah, I have to share them. It's a little bit frustrating because you do have to wait for a lot of them to show up from like England, but they're well worth the wait. And if you like the shimmers and the just like incredible, you know, very interesting hued palettes that are perfect for this time of year, and you're kind of tired of the ones that you can just get at the local stores here, I have a bunch of great ones to recommend. They're not really budget, but you're supporting some really creative, great people. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. And we are going to start with fingernail polish. These are some of my favorites. Now, I have found some new ones this year, and I have a few different ones that I thought these were a really good deal. I found these on Amazon. This is I think it's a 4 or 5 pack, and my two favorite colors are these two. And this one does leave your fingernails stained, which I've never had that problem before. I don't care. I think next time I didn't put a base coat down, so I think I would do that next time, but this is so pretty. But the whole pack costs like 20 bucks, and it's just all the fall colors that you could want that are kind of in this color range. This is just like the perfect sort of purpley brown, really wearable. I think this is gorgeous, but this one is my favorite, so I definitely recommend checking these ones out. The other ones are kind of oldies but goodies, but you know, nothing wrong with that. I actually picked up a few more. This is also from Amazon. These are the ILNP ones. These are just gorgeous colors for fall. I actually have just a ton of their colors. They're good, and I really love that you get, I mean, they have almost too many colors to choose from, so you can get specifically what you want. Like, you know, if you, well, here's kind of a good example. I have like 15 shades of the same purple, different glitters in it, but I got these two new green ones this year, and actually this matches a shirt I'm going to show you that's like this later. They're really beautiful. Love these. These are both really nice. $12 on Amazon. This is great. I mean, that is just like fall leaves. And I mean, they're just a really nice formula, very solid. If you want the non-glittery version, the more metallic version of that same one almost is pretty much this. Just tons of options, pretty much like OPI kind of prices. They're just really nice. I love wearing these colors. If you are looking for something a little more interesting than what you see at the grocery store or at Target, these are a good way to go. Okay, and then finally, Mooncat. I mean, these are great. All of their proceeds go to shelter kitties, which just, you know, is like win. And again, they have beautiful colors. This is one of my favorite browns for fall. Metallic, but not too metallic. Really beautiful, great pumpkin-y orange that has a shift in it, which is what I'm wearing right now. It literally shifts to purple. Really cool. And then this is just a good sort of earthy purple with a little bit of, you know, it's very Halloween-y. It's got sort of an orange glitter in it. Really pretty. If you are looking for something that like is, again, not what you're gonna find at, you know, your local store, the drugstore. All of these are really good options, and you can order them online. So those are my favorite ones for fall. Highly recommend those. Okay, let's move on. Speaking of the drugstore and Target, I'm going to take a little break here to take you into the Target, my local Target, with me, because I can't buy everything there, but I do so enjoy seeing what's new. I'll show you some of the candles and all the goodies and things that I ended up finding in Target that I brought home as just good things to have, especially candles. So here's that footage. I really liked a lot of the stuff that I saw clothing wise, but a lot of it was more aimed at a younger crowd, the ones that I personally liked. So I ended up with just this one sweater, but there is some really pretty stuff here. And candles, I am a sucker for candles, but I particularly want soy candles because the old candles that I used to use left soot absolutely everywhere. These, they have beautiful, oh my gosh, the colors, the style, I love this. I went ahead and got this. This is very highly scented. It's like very, very apple. These colors, I just, again, I can't bring all of this home, but I love to go immerse myself in it. These I did bring home. Again, these are soy candles, so they don't leave soot all over my ceilings. Which, after years of burning the other ones, I made such a mess. I never want to have to clean it up again. So, at any rate, Target is one of those places that has such good smelling soy candles. Again, just more pretties that I really don't need to bring home. Here's what I do have at home, and yet there's the candle that I brought. So nice. I love this time of year. Now, I did end up getting one shirt from Target. They had actually a lot of stuff that looked really good, but nothing that was just quite right for me. Plus, I had already gotten some things. I did some shopping on Temu, and I definitely found a lot of stuff that I really liked there. But I like to give people other alternatives besides just Temu. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the stuff that I did get at Temu, but I also have a lot of things that I found at Amazon that were alternatives, and some of them are the exact same things that I saw on Temu. So it's, kind of just depends on where you want to buy it from. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into all of the beautiful clothes that I found mostly online. I have the one shirt from Target, but most of these are all online. So that means that a lot of you should be able to find it as well if you are interested. Okay, let's get into probably my favorite part, which is the fashion this time of year. So let's start with these Flamingals jeans. I have had my eye on these on Facebook forever, and I finally went ahead and found them on Amazon so that I could return them easily. And yeah, I really, really like them. They are a little more expensive. They're in the $50 range, but they are definitely a little more adult and very, very comfortable. They lean towards lower waisted, which I definitely appreciated. And I love the flare bottom. I think that if you have a little bit bigger of a booty like I do, it kind of balances you out a little bit, whereas skinny jeans, maybe not so much. So I definitely like these. Okay, now these shirts, the only place I could find these was on Temu, but I absolutely love these. I got these in both mediums and larges. They're very, very soft, very comfortable. They wash just fine. Look at these colors. I mean, these are definitely pretty well made. Yeah, look at this. Really just, they had so many colors to choose from. I think they're like $12. These are great. You can leave them untucked. You can tuck them in. You can leave them completely open if you want with a shirt underneath. They're very, very comfortable. This is one of my favorite finds. I really wish I could find them somewhere besides just Temu, but that's what I have for now. Yeah, they're very soft inside and out, very comfortable. I cannot recommend these highly enough. These are probably one of my favorite finds. Okay, now here's that sweater that I found at Target. I got this over in the juniors section. It's super, super stretchy. It is meant to be tight. I got mine in an extra large. I have washed it. It has held up. The reviews say that it frays. I'm not having that problem. It's very comfortable. Okay, and then these I got off of Amazon. These are really, really comfortable. Again, I got these in, I think, a large or an extra large. I'll put it up on the side. These are my new favorite sort of undershirt. I have a bunch of these, but these ones they're not too tight on my stomach, which I really hate. And then here are some more of the Flamingals brand jeans. These ones are a little bit tighter fit. They're a little less belled out, but they're still really comfortable. All of the Flamingals ones, it is a very thick jean material, so they're much more like trousers. So if you like that, these are definitely really, really nice. They're gonna hold up really, really well, and they tend towards the lower waisted. Okay, now this jacket I was able to find on Amazon. I originally got it on Temu. I absolutely love this. I actually got this over the summer. I have been wearing it nonstop. It is very, very light, loose, and very comfortable. It's great for that sort of transitional part of the season. This is the corduroy little details. There's actually one over on the side as well. Yeah, there it is. And it just sort of makes it really, I don't know, it's got that sort of folksy feel. It's really comfortable. Great deal if you can find it on Temu, but it's still really good on Amazon too. I got this little purse, which is great as a crossbody purse. It's very, very light and convenient. These days I like a smaller purse, but it does hold everything that I need it to. I love that it's so light that I can comfortably wear it crossbody. And, you know, it's just one big open thing, but that works just fine. Usually I can get everything I need in it. This is another one of those Temu finds that I actually got over the summer. I had planned to travel with it, ended up getting COVID, did not travel with it, but I actually use it every day now because I like the style, I like how light it is, and it really actually fits everything that I need it to. So really great deal, very comfortable, highly recommend. Okay, this might be a little bit cheesy, but it is that time of year and I love me some Halloween. So this is just a really comfortable sweatshirt. It's very lightweight, nice fabric, love it. These are a bunch of really great new, I got like a whole pack of them, great new yoga pants, but they have the pockets, they go all the way down. They're just comfortable. I wear these under everything. I really like a big, long, sweater. And then look at these. So it came as a full pack, I think for about $40, but look at these colors. The fabric is nice. It doesn't bind me in the waist, which I just can't stand. Love these. Okay, and then this is from Amazon. This is a great heavier jacket. So fall-like, so comfortable. This one is just one of those, when I go on nighttime walks now, we're in the 40s and 50s at night, this is my new go-to. It's got a hood, it's very comfortable, it zips up, and it is just, I got it a little bit big so that I can get it over sweaters as it gets colder. This is gonna last me pretty much throughout most of the year here, at least in the Pacific Northwest, until we get really, really cold. This is great for fall. I love this. And I love the way it looks. They have lots of different ones. So, whatever kind of pattern and color you want, they pretty much have it. Definitely love this. Okay, now my family kind of makes fun of me for this. They stole my big fuzzy blankets. So I got one that I can wear that they can't steal. I absolutely love this stinking thing. I originally got this on Temu. I got another brown one on Amazon, so you can get it either place. And this is so comfortable. It washed just fine. It didn't shrink. It didn't pill. This is so warm and fuzzy. It is literally just like wrapping yourself in a blanket. I mean, it's, how like the Snuggies were like not that nice of a kind of fabric. This is a really soft, fuzzy, nice fabric. I absolutely love this. And everybody was asking me about this. This is also from Temu. I could not find this anywhere else. There's versions of it, but not this one on Amazon. This is just really, really lightweight. It's nice. I got it big. I always get them big because I literally want it to be, like it says, cozy. And I want it to cover my butt because a lot of times I just want to wear my yoga pants with some boots and a long shirt, and I don't want anybody looking at my butt. So there you go. Anyway, this is great because it is lightweight. You can, make it warmer by putting extra layers under or over it, but you don't have to if you're in those like 60s and 70s days. This is still very comfortable. Okay, one more of the pairs of the Flamingos pants. This one is even more trousery. I think these might actually be my favorite. They hang kind of low on my hips, I think because I got them a little bit big. And I tried getting the smaller size and they really didn't fit. They were too tight. So this, even though it's a little too big, it's super comfortable and slouchy, and I really like that. And I do love the like almost belled out bottoms. You do have to wear taller shoes with them, but it's totally fine. These are ultra comfortable. They're not as tight on my butt as I would probably like, so they make me look maybe a little bit bigger, but I kind of don't care. They're so super comfortable. Okay, now this is going to be transitional into fall to like winter. This is definitely a heavy duty sweater, but I got this for the pumpkin patch. I love black cats. I love cats in general. I miss my black kitty who passed away a year ago. And this is just, I love this. Again, this is me being a little bit cheesy and enjoying the Halloween season. I don't normally wear clothes like this, but I saw this and I had to have it. It's very heavy. I definitely want to wear something underneath it so it's not a little tiny bit itchy. Otherwise, it is very warm, very comfortable, and super cute. Okay, this is very much like those other shirts that I had from Temu. Got this from Temu as well. Very soft. I love that you can make this dressy or not dressy. You can tuck it in or not tuck it in. It's got a very low turtleneck, so it's not going to accentuate like things you might have going on under your chin, like maybe I do as we get older. And you can still wear necklaces with it. I don't know, I find turtlenecks a little, hard to wear sometimes. And these low turtlenecks I think are probably a little more flattering. I also got it in a brown. They have a ton of colors of these too. Super comfortable. I also got it a little bit big. Okay, now I'm not a big skirt wearer, but I did want to get something, and I actually really like this. I tried, they had this particular design, which is what I really liked. They had it in all the different lengths. This was my favorite length. I like it long. I like to be able to just throw a sweater over it. You can either go something tight or not over it. And then these are my favorite boots. They have had these forever on Amazon. I always tell people to get this brand. These are super comfortable. They last pretty well, and they're just right, especially if you have foot problems. These give you a little heel, but not too much. Okay, so I did get some earrings that I was not able to show. I'm going to get into the earrings later, but here's some of the earrings that didn't make it into that section because they came a little bit late, but I still really like these. These were like $1.50 or $3 on Temu, and these are great. They're the kind that you just sort of thread on. Another heavy sweater. Love this sweater, but it is too hot for right now. This will be great during the winter and that sort of transitional, like November time. So unfortunately with Temu, you have to wait a while for things to show up. So it's kind of good to order these things now if you think you're going to want them later. But I love this design, very pretty. It is the tiniest bit itchy because it really is heavy. So I would definitely wear something under it. More earrings, love these. This is sort of like, it's a style I'm seeing a lot, and usually it's chunkier. I like the same style, but let's do a less chunky version of it. These shoes, I also got these off of Amazon. These I got one size too big, and I put a little insert in them, and they're super comfortable. And this was like one of those colors that I was just missing. These are great, especially with a lot of my boot cut jeans. These work perfect. Okay, and another sweater. This one is not itchy at all. I got it really big. It is super soft and slouchy, and I love it. These are more of those same kind of boots that are my absolute favorites. These are some more, a different brand of yoga pants that I also really like. They're super comfortable and thin. Very nice. All of this is very snuggly and comfortable. Definitely all things that I would highly recommend if you like being comfortable, but you want to be cute and you want all the colors. Again, I get everything really big so that it's slouchy and comfortable for me. I cannot have anything, even after my hysterectomy, I'm still having trouble with my stomach. And I can't have anything, not the pants, not the shirts, nothing can be tight on my abdomen. So all of these things that I'm showing you are very, very loose in the abdomen and really nice to wear. Okay, and finally, another really beautiful but heavy sweater. This one's a little bit like, it's a little softer than some of the other ones. And the other ones really aren't that itchy. They're just the tiniest bit itchy. I'm super sensitive about it. This one is super warm. I love the colors. I love the style on this. This is so pretty, but this is really kind of more like fall to winter. This would be great around Thanksgiving though. And again, you kind of want to order this like now so that you get it in time. It usually takes about 1.5 to 2 weeks for me to get stuff from Temu. Okay. Okay, now I showed you some of this in the fashion, but I wanted to show you up a little more close some of the different jewelry that I found. What I'm wearing here is actually something from Amazon. This is beautiful, love it. It is something I got as, a gift a while ago, but it's still available on Amazon and very, very pretty for the fall season. It's got that very light green to it, but not completely green. So it kind of goes with everything. All right, and then I found these. I thought these were super pretty. They have just a ton of different versions, different colors of these. They are not too heavy. They're really pretty, and you saw them in one of my looks already. And I mean, you can get, I think I'll probably pick up some more that have the more green colors to it, but they have a bunch of different options, and all of these really go really well with sort of the fall colors and themes. And I like this sort of natural vibe that is in style right now. I'm really liking that. And to kind of go with that, I have this. This is from Temu. I couldn't find it anywhere else. And it's just a nice stretchy bracelet. It's got the natural wood and then the stretchy beads. They have a bunch of different colors of this one as well. Really, really like these. Really, I like that because it's stretchy, it kind of is gonna fit anybody, but really comfortable and not too much money. Sort of along that lines, this one I would say is definitely a little cheaper, but I think it looks fine. It works if you're not looking to spend a bunch of money, but you kind of want that more, natural, earthy look. This definitely goes with a lot of the stuff that is popular right now. That one's not a must-have, but it is nice to have. I absolutely love these. So a lot of the earrings that I got are these ones where they just sort of thread in and then they hang out. I've been really happy with these. These, I think they have just enough interest with that little black part. Really loving how these wear and look. They're not too heavy. I think it's just a little more earthy and interesting looking than your standard hoop. It picks up the black that I'm wearing a lot, more this time of year. And on Temu, I mean, these are super, super cheap and just really comfortable. Really, really like these a lot. This is one of those ones that I will leave on for days because it just sort of goes with a lot of things. And it's really easy to wear, really pretty. And then I do have the matching earrings. The one thing I will say about these matching earrings is that I have gotten them because they're kind of expensive. I've gotten them a couple times for Christmas because their little back clasp, for whatever reason, I've had them fall out of my ears before. So I have like one spare and two because I expect it'll happen again. So there's probably something I should do, put one of those little clear like rubber things on the back to keep that from happening, but I'm lazy and I have not, so it is what it is. All right. And these are kind of cheesy and I don't care because this is my time of year where I love to be cheesy. These little like raven earrings, they're so gothic and cool, and I have totally been wearing them. I would wear them with this as well. I love the black and this sort of like, yellowish taupe. It's me. I'm a little dramatic. It's fine. So if you are a little bit of a cheese monster and you want something a little extra, these are great. I got those on Temu. They have a bunch of different ones that are kind of similar, so you can kind of pick. I have like cats and all kinds of stuff. So, but I really like ravens, and I love Black Raven imagery. Perfect. I love it. And then finally, I've had this for a little while, but it is perfect this time of year. It's all the different colors of amber, sort of like the ones that it's like this color, and then an actual amber color, and then a green amber. And all of these are perfect for my coloring and for everything I'm wearing this time of year. And this is just, it's a really pretty little design. There we go. There. maybe that'll work. Sorry, I'm trying to show these. If they're not showing up because I can't see what's going on in the camera right now, I will put an insert on all of these because I'm looking at a teeny tiny little, I don't have a big monitor, it's just teeny tiny. So a lot of times I will film something and I go to edit it and I'm like, oh, I had no idea what was going on. Usually it's something on my face. So at any rate, those are my favorite jewelries that I have been wearing this time of year, and some of my new finds, some of them affordable, some of them not so much. But yeah, let's finally move on to makeup, since that's usually what I do discuss here. So the bulk of this is going to be about more eyeshadow palettes. If you're kind of done with eyeshadow palettes, you can skip this part. But if you want to see some of the most beautiful eyeshadows that I have found this time of year that are not drugstore, stick around. These are gorgeous. Okay, so this first brand is Fantasy Cosmetica, and they are local. I had no idea. They're over in Redmond. I'm in Issaquah, which is really close. So I was super happy to find that we have really good local ones here. I did some looks with these. These ones were already, these aren't new. They've had them for a while. They're just new to me. The shimmers and the quality and the color in these are just perfect for fall. Absolutely gorgeous. And they kind of have the same issue with fallout that a lot of these do. So what I would definitely recommend is that with any of probably the ones that I'm going to show you, that these, you should use something to set these down, because otherwise you will be a glitter queen. You will look like fairy beautiful, but on your cheeks by the end of the day. Okay, this one, this green here, I think probably the one I'm getting the most use is this Druid one. Look at this green. And it translates to your eye. Like, you put it on your eye and it's like, people will comment in stores and stuff that are like, wow, your eye matches. I have a shirt, you know, the one I showed you, that is like the exact same color. And they're like, that's amazing. So you get this like metallic and velvet and, you know, just reflect and then intense color. Not every eyeshadow does that. This one does. It keeps, usually this will end up getting sort of, you know, it'll muddy into the other ones and you'll get an idea, a hint of green, not like this color right in your face, still on your face. Look at it. So I absolutely love it. If you had to pick one of these and you like sort of the color themes that I'm going with, which is mostly green right now, but like fall green, I have to say the Druid palette is probably one of my absolute favorites. Certainly the one I'm reaching for the most. This one, this top row of blue shimmers, you know, are just like the most wearable, beautiful, mermaidy blue. You know, they add just a little bit of muddy in so that they're wearable. Beautiful, beautiful colors. More sophisticated than, you know, like I got a ColourPop one. I think it's so elemental, and the blues look like it was going to be more like that, but in reality they were too primary colored, and they didn't translate real well onto my skin. It looks like you're wearing little kid makeup, right? You don't have that problem with these. They're more sophisticated. Gorgeous. Highly recommend you check these guys out. And then this is their new palette, and it is meant to be a fall palette, Enchanted Autumn. So yes, this one is for fall. And again, beautiful muddy colors. I will say these are all on the darker side. So as far as me being so pale, I'm going to tend to choose to put a base of something else, but these are good crease colors, and then certainly the shimmers are good pops of shimmer for me, you know, as interest colors. I think that this one is a great complement to the other ones, but in general, at least the ones, I'm sure they have other ones that I don't have, but in general, they don't have some of the lighter base colors that I would be using, so I tend to use something else as a base. That said, I mean, I still love these. They're one of my new favorites. Another brand that is new to me, but I am so thrilled to have found, Cosmic Brush's Undergrowth palette. Now, this is what I'm wearing mostly today. I mean, look at that. It's just, you could not ask for a better, like, fall leaves, real fall leaves kind of color palette here. Absolutely gorgeous, definitely on the rust and green side. Now it's interesting because when I'm looking in the monitor, a lot of this sort of is reading as more rusty colored, but these are greens. These are definitely sort of olivey, shimmery greens. They're absolutely gorgeous on. I love that it's got all of that shift, and the metallic nature is so pretty. This is another one that you absolutely need to put some sort of fixative on, otherwise it's going to be all over your face. Really happy with this. Love the look that I got from it. If you want those interesting colors, the very metallic shimmery formulas that are really gorgeous and impactful, you kind of got to go indie. This in a lot of ways is better than the expensive big brands that you are getting at the store. You cannot get more fall themed than this. This is absolutely beautiful. Really happy with the look that I got from them. So highly recommend this one too. This is Flying Fiddles. This is from Adept Cosmetics. This is a slightly different kind of fall theme. It's like a cool muted fall. These are just beautiful. Again, really good formula. You can see just how high quality and beautiful their shimmers are. Really beautiful duochromes. But this is a more like burgundy and dark navy, and you know, that muted, a little more red undertoned or neutral kind of fall. Very wearable, not too warm, right? Very beautiful as well. These are more expensive. Adept is definitely a lot more expensive. Little less fallout with these guys as far as their shimmers. Still, I mean, I would say these are all, they're getting to be on par with each other. Adept is definitely on the more expensive side. But if you like this kind of like a little different kind of a fall color theme, absolutely beautiful. Really loving working with these. I love that I have all of these now that I can grab for when I want exactly the pop of shimmer, the color interest to match whatever I'm wearing. I swear, with all of these at hand now, I have something that I can grab and I'm like, bam, that's the signature look for whatever I'm wearing that day, especially when I'm enjoying wearing all of these different like themed colors for this time of year. I want to be able to grab something that is just as interesting and put it on my face and like tie the whole thing together with the jewelry, with the whole look, you know, the whole vibe and feel. And it's funny because yes, it's extra, but when I go do that, you know, if I go out to Ulta or whatever, people are like, whoa, oh my gosh, you got like the whole thing going on. Like, people will actually come up to you and say something because they're like, wow, you know, you're doing art there. If you don't want to be noticed, then none of this is probably for you. But if you really enjoy sort of getting into it and dressing the part and looking the part, and you know, you just want to dig your fingers into all of those good fall colors and feel those vibes, then like, this is just yet another way that you can really express that same enjoyment of the time of year. I know, I am a total dork. I get it. Now we're gonna finish up with the rest of the makeup. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but I did just get a question the other day about what kind of like fall cheeks I was doing, because it's not my typical cool tone, but it has to be something that's not so warm toned that it'll still work on a cool tone person. What do you wear for fall cheeks? Okay, so I got you. Here's some of my favorites. And what I'm wearing today, where did it go? This is probably my #1 pick. This kind of goes with everything. I'm wearing it on my lips as well. This is Westman Atelier in the color Garçon. Now this is really supposed to be, there we go. Oh, it's so smooth and soft. This is really for your cheeks, but it's an all over color stick. You know, that's kind of how they do it. These are not cheap, but their colors are so easy to wear. They're so sophisticated. I have a few of them because I wear them all the time. They're like just right colors, just right formula. They're luxury, but they're actually nice. So yeah, this one in Garçon is definitely one of my favorites. It's mostly what I have on today. When you're super ultra pale like I am, you just have to really like make sure that you make it as light as you possibly can, you know. And that's what's nice about these cream formulas, is that no matter what you're wearing, you can be wearing something even really dry. It sort of like works really well into it without being too patchy. Now, if you are super pale like me and you find that everything kind of dark gets patchy on you, I was just thinking about this. This is what I always do. I take just one of these little foam wedges and I just sort of rub away the edges. And then I'll put a little bit of highlighter on top of that. And that usually is the end of any kind of patchiness, or that's too dark and I really needed to like move it into the rest of my makeup that I'm wearing. It's a really simple fix, and I just realized that I've never talked about it before, and it might help some of you out there. Like, that's too dark, I don't want to do that. Don't be afraid of the too dark. You can totally do it. It just has to be done in a way that is going to work for our skin. And, you know, a stupid little 2-cent wedge is definitely effective. Okay, now on the other hand, I got this at Target. If you wanted to go with something that's more berry toned, that is dark and it's scary, right? Whoa, yeah. But it is a true cool tone berry that can look really cool this time of year. But see, if I do it super light, and I have been wearing this quite a bit lately, it's fine. So what I do with these is I take a really big fluffy brush, very, very lightly, maybe tap a little bit off, and then tap and tap and tap. And if that is still too much, I use my wedge and I just move it into the rest of my makeup and put a highlighter on top. That seems to really work the best. But if you're looking for that sort of like mauvey berry tone, this one's just at the store. You can get this no problem. Do like this formula, but it is highly pigmented. Like, I will never go through this because it's dark, right? But it's really pretty. Okay, now this is one that I actually got through Ipsy. It was in my box, so it was part of my monthly box. So I didn't actually end up paying for it by itself. It's Il Makiage, and I'm not like a huge fan of their stuff, but some of their stuff's nice. This is Vogue. It's just a mineral blush, so it's dry. It is really highly pigmented and a really pretty color. It somehow manages to be a mauve, but a rusty mauve. And this one, done very, very lightly, is perfect for fall. I have been wearing this actually a lot. So I actually had somebody ask about what I was wearing when I was wearing this. And yeah, this is nice. It's got just a little bit, you probably can't see it on here, but if you look up close, it's got a little bit of reflect because it's a mineral one. And so it's just a tiny bit pearlescent, and it's that perfect, like, not too cool, not too warm, but will go with more fall, warmer-ish neutral looks. So I really like this one. And again, a little goes a long way with this. I'm never going to go through this whole thing. So recommend that one. This is one that I definitely really like to wear during as sort of both my highlighter or a lighter sort of like blush, because I mean, this is really meant to be a bit more of a highlighter on a lot of people. I actually had this in my summer haul as well, but I love it because it is a little bit on the warmer side. This is just a beautiful sort of, it's got this a little bit pearlescent peach to it, just a tiny bit. So it definitely works pretty well when you are doing something that is going to have a little more warmer tones to it. it will pick that up a little bit, and it gives you just enough of like a highlight, but not too much. It is not like a super harsh highlighter. I wear this one all the time. This is one of my favorites, and I do love the Danessa Myricks formula. Is really, really good. This is their Yummy Skin, and it is an Unbothered. I'm bringing it up again because it literally is one of my favorites. I wear it all the time. I'm gonna look like a clown by the end of this because I keep putting everything on my face. All right, let's move on. Okay, now these are from Bare Minerals. I've actually had these for a while, but these, I always pull them out again this time of year. They're supposed to be cooler toned. They're not, but they are perfect for somebody, you know, with a cooler tone that still wants something a little bit warm, but not too warm. Look at how beautiful these colors are. Lots of shine to these. This is one where I feel like I have to sort of chill it out a little bit once it's on, but this one is Mauve Glow. Very, very pretty. It does read a little cooler, but I swear on my face, I mean, that's reading cool. On my face, it picks up just a little bit of a rust color, just a little bit, not too much. And then this is their Rose Glow. This I would use as the highlighter, like on top of it, even though they're both pretty light. This one is definitely a warmer cheek glow, but it's very light. It's a lot like the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. I love both of these. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're kind of like in my staples that I bring out for warmer looks. There's almost a duochrome in this, and it's really, really pretty with just a little bit of a rusty. This reminds me a lot of the RMS Hanky Panky, which is another favorite. It looks cool in the pan, but then the undertone is like this full-on like orangey rust color with like a purple overtone. It's very pretty as well, but it definitely reads warm. This is like a lesser version of that, a little more wearable if you're not going for something fully warm. Let's finish up with some lips. I know I already did a whole thing on fall lips, but I have a few more that I found that I like, so let's go ahead and add them in. This one I did talk about before, but I'm going to talk about it again because it is literally one of my favorites. If you're ordering from Adept and you want to like try their eyeshadow, oh my gosh, you have to pick this up. That is perfect. It's like putting an overlay of this color on top of whatever you're wearing. I wear the heck out of this, and the formula is fantastic. It is super ultra smooth and soft, and it's got a gold green sort of hue to it. It's buildable. This is so, so pretty. So I'm mentioning again because when I run out of this, I will order this again because it is so, so nice and so, so unique. Really, really pretty. I did Ami Collet for the fall lips. I did Bliss. Well, I actually asked for my birthday from my dad for another one that is even more fall tone. I mean, look at how pretty that is. You know, same thing, beautiful formula. It is, you know, it's stringy and stuff, but not, it doesn't do the lip string thing, at least on me. And if you need something that is truly like copper kind of, see, we're shifting again here. This just is such a beautiful formula. It gives you a really juicy lip. If you were looking for this color, I can recommend that this is still a really good formula and a nice shift in the season for colors. So very cool. Well, it's not cool toned, but it's very pretty. I'm trying not to be redundant. I have a lot of really good fall lipsticks, but these are new ones that I have found that I haven't already just recently mentioned. This is the new Lancome Balm. This is expensive, and I actually almost picked it up a couple times, and I was like, no, I'm not paying like 40 bucks or whatever it is for a balm. Then the balm was just the right color. So, what was I supposed to do? So yeah, this one, yeah, this is that perfect. This is what I want Black Honey to be, but it's not quite. It is actually cool toned, very cool toned. And I mean, it's not gray, it's not black, it's not purple, it's somewhere in between. And when I really need a cool look on my lips, this is it. It doesn't have a ton of color, but if you are super fair, like I am, you don't you're looking for something without a ton of color. So yeah, look at that. So if you want more of a cool toned mauve, you know, no, oh, that is so pretty. I wouldn't say the balm is okay. It's solid. It is not like, oh my gosh, wow, that's the best balm I have ever put on my lips, but it's solid. And it doesn't move around on you. It's not super juicy. It is sort of like mid-range. That's actually great if you don't want it wandering off on you. And that's so pretty. It's definitely, it's maybe not with the look that I'm doing today. It's not quite right, but it's really, really pretty. And it's one of those colors that's kind of hard to find that I'm always looking for. So I had to mention it because I know some of you are looking for that really cool toned sort of look as well. And you don't want the warm fall. This is definitely a good option, especially if you are lighter and you don't just want to go dead dark, you know, because you can get this color, but it's almost always like solid color dark. It's not a balm. It's not sheer. This one is, which makes it super wearable for us. So really, really like this. And I think for me, I would top it. I'm going to do it just right now. I bought a whole bunch of these. The Juvia's Place Black Cherry Lip Oil on top of it. Oh, now it's juicy. But the two go together great. And these are at the drugs. Well, they're at Ulta, but they are drugstore prices. That's my favorite. Note. Okay, so I was so excited for this. This just reminded me of it. I was so excited for the new Milani Fruit Fetish lip oil because I love their lip oil formula. In 210 Black Cherry Vanilla, I was like, perfect. That's exactly what I want because I usually wear like the cherry lychee. It's like a straight up like light red. I have been looking for something that was closer to this Juvia's Place in the Milani one. I don't know what happened. I will show you. Okay, so I ordered these. I don't even know if you can get these at the store just yet. Okay, did you see that? Really hard to get out. Maybe I just got a bad one, but the applicator, hard to get out, doesn't pick up a whole lot. And when you do, it's patchy. It's not good. I'm so sad because, so I will still use this. I'll use this to like really darken up or cool down other lip oils, but it is not, I swear this is not the same formula as their really good formula. They have a ton of these and that formula is great. It feels great on your lips. It's not hard to work with. This one is real dark, like kind of dead girl looking. So that's a little hard to wear. And then it's just not a great formula. I don't know. Maybe I got a bad one, but I would warn you, this was a huge disappointment for me. So sad. Okay. As per usual, that was a lot, but you know, I kind of want to always offer you a lot of options. You know, I always get a little bit disappointed when I watch a video and it's like, oh, we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff to show you. And it's like 5 things. So if I'm going to call it a fall haul, it needs to be a haul. So here's a whole bunch of stuff that if you want to go out and get or add to your collection, here you go. I'll have all the links below. You should be able, I try not to post things that you can't get. Every once in a while things sell out in the time that I got it and, you know, had to film and edit and everything like that, and then they go out of stock. So I apologize if that happens on any of these, but my intention is to give you things that you can go check out and that you can get for yourself. I mean, that's kind of the whole point, right? If you have anything to add to this, if you have some like great finds that you have found and you can point me in that direction, please do. I always love to shop, clearly. I just started this channel because this is my outlet because I was going to shop anyway, so I need to share. Somehow that makes it less bad, I think. Anyway, I know you guys like it too, so I guess we can all hang out and do that together. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. I thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I sure would appreciate it as it really helps my channel to grow. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day and a great fall season. And I will see you in the next video.